We've all heard of diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, but what happens when the diversity committee at your child's public school is using the words of an unapologetic racist to guide its meetings? That's the case in Broward County, Florida, which is a municipality that I cover. And as part of my work, I take a look at how anti-Semitism and anti-Jewish discrimination or bias is impacting institutions and communities. I found that the Diversity Committee in Broward is using the words of arch anti-Semite Henry Ford. A lot of Americans don't know this because they see Ford cars and they think he was simply a symbol of American industrial might and ingenuity. But for Jews, the reality is much different. Henry Ford published an anti-Semitic newspaper called the Dearborn Independent in Michigan, where he published a series of articles attacking Jews, and that series was called The International Jew, the World's Foremost Problem. And not only did Ford publish this in his newspaper, but many people read it. It was distributed at Ford dealerships all over the country. So Ford was a vicious anti-Semite, and he literally mass-produced hate. He was the worst kind of anti-Jewish conspiracist because he was a person in power, and he was a person who had the resources and reach to spread his message of hate. And Ford's anti-Semitism helped justify and led to the wider use of anti-Semitic discriminatory policies that kept Jews out of many professions, many residential properties and neighborhoods, many country clubs and other social clubs, and really kept us apart from American society in parts of the country. And that was in part due to the work that Henry Ford did, tirelessly attacking Jews. This all stems back to his childhood, when in his school he was taught from a series of Christian books that dehumanize Jews, blame them for killing Jesus, and spread other anti-Semitic conspiracy theories that really helped shape Ford as a kid and helped view his distorted, hateful vision of Jews for the rest of his life. The Diversity Committee in Broward County Schools is ostensibly committed to multicultural cooperation and making sure all kids feel protected from hate and discrimination. But when I asked them about Henry Ford being quoted atop all of their agendas and whether they made sure that they were aware of his toxic history of anti-Semitism, they ignored the request. Everyone on the Diversity Committee just ignored it. The school board president also ignored it.